how much does an incarcerated worker make?
From 25 to 50 cents an hour. And then they split it in half.
I want y'all to think about this free labor, or damn near free labor.
Free labor.
Yeah. How can labor play a role? Labor in ending that constitutional little carve out in Minnesota. Minnesota prides itself on being on the right side of history in so many things. How can we push to be on the right side of history in ending slavery in Minnesota?
We can get organized, and we can talk to our legislature. We can talk to our senators. We can talk to our congressmen. We can go to Capitol Hill when they're having days on the Hill for agriculture. I don't care what the day on the Hill is. We can get up there, knock on the doors, and make our voices heard. And so speak to your unions and get them on board. See if they'll endorse this campaign, because that says something to the congressmen, to the representatives there. Hey, wait a minute. Oh, your whole union is about this? You know, it's more than one voice. It's a fist.
All of this brings back the echoes of pre-emancipation. It brings back antebellum times when, after black folks got free, we might not have been able to read, but the one thing we did have was skill. And when we, by the millions, were freed, we were competing with unskilled labor. And they got mad because all this skilled labor was unleashed upon the world, upon this nation. And so this big lie about us being lazy and criminal was perpetuated. And so they did slavery by another name in that 13th Amendment, which ensured that no one would be compelled to work in bondage except after the commission of a crime as punishment for a crime. Now, 8 other states have taken that language out of their constitutions, but Minnesota has not.
These brothers and sisters are going to get out.
Yes.
What do they have to look forward to?
Yes, yes.
You know, that's a big concern for me. As a person who's been in prison, that's the thing I think about. What am I going to do when I get out? What does a 50-cent an hour job offer me?
Yes.
Unity. We need to have unity. I'm imploring the labor unions and whoever else is involved here to come together and approach this problem. These people have children.
Yes.
How are they going to raise their families?
I think the prison system is nothing but a big racketeer case to me. And the recidivism, however you say that word, is crazy because they design, that's why they underpay. You're going to go out there and you're going to come back because you have no way of surviving. So you're going to go out there, you're going to commit a crime, and you will be back to help us. So just being on the inside, I learned that it's just a big racketeer circle.
It's even more pernicious than that. You plant a seed in our dark soil. You water it in our tears, right, and our fears, and and our family who's doing without, and knowing that the fruit that it bears will be our children who have done without. And maybe they are hoping they can pluck that like the generations of slaves that they had before. They know what they're doing.
When you are incarcerated, your social security number does not belong to you. Technically, what happens is that you locked up, and then in October of every year, the government files taxes because they get money for you. And then if you file their taxes, everybody does that first Monday of April, and they be filing them taxes, oh, I got some money back. But reality is, it'll catch up with you later because your social security number has been given to the Department of Corrections when you're locked up.
Because
So
you're
they're
dependent.
saying you're their
You're
dependent.
there, and then they give you back your social security number when you get out. See, I was in the feds, and the feds do that. Now, I'm pretty sure it happens in the state because state is a little bit different when it comes to, but you're still a part of the Department of Corrections. Nothing, you better not have no taxes done.
Yeah, there's an article on Unicorn by
Unicorn.
It's called "Why Can't I File My Taxes?" that speaks
Yeah.
to this issue.
Money don't solve everything, but I know the insult personally of not having money or a wage that's commensurate with what I think I should have earned. And I almost feel as if it is a soul wound, a deliberate insult to say you ain't worth shit when they give you such a small amount. That is a deliberate insult to the worker that is incarcerated. And so that all of us as society should not participate in that cruel and unusual punishment of underpaying, in fact, enslaving our fellow citizens.